Welcome to the Bravo Charlie Club podcast, making you 12 and a half minutes more awesome each week. He's Ben. I'm Richard. Let's go. Ben, how you doing this week?
Cracking on, mate. Cracking on. How are you?
Excellent. Excellent this week. Thank you.
New listener countries to call out. Sri Lanka have joined us. Are you Bowan? Which is a phrase that means hello and also wishes the person a long life. So there you go. Welcome to Sri Lanka.
Welcome, Sri Lanka. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Richard, are email scam amounts getting bigger? And what I mean by that is there must be a sweet spot somewhere, but I got an email from Warren E. Buffett this week.
The man himself.
Yeah. Not sure what his middle name is, but I'm sure it starts with E.
Yeah.
And the amount that I was being sent, and this was just a gift, it was $32.5 million.
Well, he's got a lot of money, Warren.
He does, and I'm sure he could spend it. But when I first started to get scammed, it was $5,000 and $10,000. You know, the big ones were $150,000 from the Nigerian princes. And I set a rule at the time that I wouldn't give a copy of my driver's license to someone for less than 100 million. But I feel like it's coming.
I feel like we're getting close. That day's not too far away. No one could fall for that, could they? No one.
Who is falling? Why are we still getting these emails? Not why are we still getting these emails? I have been scammed before, and I'm happy to talk about that in a future episode.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Probably take a little bit too long for today's episode. It was only a small amount of money, and I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, but it was an interesting reminder. It's like when you get a speeding ticket and you go, oh, that's right, I shouldn't do that. And, it's a reminder. So I was glad it happened, and happy to share the lesson as well. Hey,
have you received the scam SMSs for hey Dad, sorry, I lost my phone just texting from here, blah blah blah. You know, sort of as an intro to
definitely
please send money. Yeah.
And I sometimes want to engage, but never actually have. I can only see that ending poorly.
Yeah.
So
they're quite well done. I mean, the message sounded incredibly believable and had a small amount of personal information in there to make it sound non-generic. It was quite compelling. Like if you had a child overseas, you could easily see that was.
You're right. Scammers are getting smarter. There's no question. The Nigerian prince banging out emails he's in the rearview mirror, but we have to be on the watch out. Absolutely.
Targeted, much more targeted.
Hey, you mentioned in a sidebar that we should be creating some learning opportunities in Bravo Charlie Club, and whilst that sounds like a hell of a lot of research, there is a couple of emails that I get on a weekly basis, which I find very satisfying. And James Clear, who wrote The Atomic Habits, had this to say this week. And I read it to make sure I do him justice. Your thoughts and actions belong to you, just like your possessions. Every so often, it helps to declutter, donate old clothes, clear out a crowded shelf. Maybe it's time to let go of some unhelpful thoughts or outdated actions too. So there you go. What do you think of that, mate?
I think it's gold, absolute gold.
Isn't it?
It's spring cleaning time here at the moment, and we are in the processes of just clearing out old stuff, unused clothes, stuff that we haven't used for a year. We'll donate that on. So probably good too on some outdated thoughts or actions.
Nothing jumps to mind. I don't want to put you on the spot either, but I'm certainly that opened my mind because I was just like, yeah, you're right. I watch this show with my family from time to time called Space Invaders, and you just feel like you have to go and like throw something out after watching that because it just, you need, how some shows you just need a shower after. This is one where you just need to donate something afterwards because it puts you in that mindset. I'll be interested to see how I ruminate on James Clear's thoughts this week and see what I come up with. Hey, travel tips. We've become quite well known for the travel tips that we share, but a listener, MR, has written in with his own travel tip. So he's sort of, it's not
Fantastic.
it's not feedback. It's not listener feedback. It's a completely different section. Uh, he's written in with his own travel tip. And the travel tip is this: never rely on travel insurance provided free by your credit card provider. I've not carried out a survey, and he's putting in his appropriate disclaimers. But even leaving the extent of cover to one side, many of these services provide rebates of money you first have to pay to the overseas health provider. So you could easily find yourself having to pay 50 grand to a health provider in the US before you actually get that back chasing the credit card
Wow.
insurance provider. And he actually referred to a time when he was hospitalised and only took one call to his independent travel insurance provider. He named Covermore, which I'm familiar with as well.
Hmm.
And then they dealt with all of that for him. So where are you at? Travel insurance on credit cards, yes or no?
Well, travel insurance, big yes. You've always got to have travel insurance when you go
Big
overseas.
yes.
I think that's a given, especially to Western countries where the costs can be astronomical. US in
Mm.
particular. I think it depends on what kind of card you've got. I think too, and whether that is baked in. And some of them do have very low tiers. We When we travel, we always just buy, and we go for cover more as
Yep.
well. But yeah, and it's really easy. You just go to the website, number of people, duration of stay, and then you book it in. It's actually also way cheaper to buy travel insurance if you're an expat in the country and just keep extending it out
Oh,
instead of actually going for local expat insurance too.
gotcha.
So there's, I don't know if that's a pro tip or not.
It's
Maybe
a good hack.
appropriate disclaimer there,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
So
yes, travel insurance, yes.
So you use Covermore as well.
Mm.
I actually checked this out. There's a website called finder.com.au. We can drop that in the show notes. They have actually up to 15 different providers. So that might be worth
Yeah,
a
right.
look as well. For me, I definitely think you should have travel insurance. I'll buy travel insurance if I'm traveling with my family, but I'll use the credit card option if I'm solo. So I've got a
Hmm.
good credit card and it's got a good level of cover on it. And also figure if I get caught out overseas by myself, my wife can just turn off data roaming and go and find a new guy. And
You've got to get the tickets through the same card that
yeah,
you're traveling on too. I
yeah.
think, don't you?
There's
Yes.
plenty of rules. This is not. We're not here to educate people on the exact way to get through it. Make sure you
Mm.
read the notes. But yeah, it's there's definitely savings to be had if people want it. And cover protection to be taken if you want it as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Hey, listener feedback, mate. We got listener MP wrote in saying he was a huge fan of raw dogging. He was, in fact, thinking of doing it straight away for 8 hours. He was thinking of no internet, no screens, and no way for his team leader to contact him, which I think is skiving off from work in its
It
true
sounds like
form.
sleeping to me,
So,
but I'm all in on it. Sleeping's great.
yeah. So yeah, but he absolutely resonated with our questions around that and felt compelled to write in. Yeah,
Fantastic. Listener ML writes in as well and says that the APEC cards are the bomb, and
the
it gets you
bomb
into
they
a
are.
zillion places, visa free with express lanes, basically just like a diplomat. So
Yeah,
there we go. And he also sent a large list of countries that I won't
yeah.
mention.
So,
There's about 20 or 30 in that
and
list. So yeah.
that was which he had qualified for. I saw that list. So he's got express entry into a hell of a lot, half of Asia, basically.
Yeah, fantastic. Good
In fact,
stuff.
more than half. Can I put it to you that the only people using the term "da bomb" are like 50-year-old white males? Is is that I
Bit
don't know
old
ML,
might be
but
some cap backwards wearing action going on there. I don't know. Wouldn't like to say.
but we love it. No disrespect, ML. I think it's wonderful. He's written in. If you do want to leave a comment or send us a text, do find us in the show notes. It tells you how joining the inner sanctum is the best way. Last week you would have seen Richard's photos of him ice bathing. And again, it's PG. We're PG all the way, but a lot of fun going on. Hey, conundrum of the week, mate. Here's the scene. I've got to set this for you. Recent public holiday, I invited a mate over to come with his family for an afternoon catch up. Now, the plan was to try an expensive whiskey, chat about Japan, which he had deep knowledge of, talk about schooling, which our girls have just finished. I'd made homemade guacamole, corn relish dip,
Fantastic.
carrot
You've gone all
sticks. I
out.
put out 3 types of crackers, triple cream brie. My wife even had fresh flowers on the table. They didn't show up.
Oh,
They just forgot.
just forgot. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
should you have to send reminder text messages to your friends for catch-ups?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe yes.
Well, clearly this guy, but I mean,
it might depend on the friend, and it depends how long ago the catch up was booked. So maybe if
it was Thursday for Monday.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
No leg to stand on there.
Good.
That's I think that's well within the expected.
And I have to
time.
qualify this because, like, my mates know if you told me you were doing something on May the 12th, 2027, and I put it in my calendar, I would just be there.
Yeah.
And so May the 9th actually is the date I'm thinking of. But it's interesting to me that someone with 4 days' notice still would have needed a follow-up. I've got a follow-up conundrum too on this.
Ooh, yeah.
Why did I get in trouble for eating all of the corn relish dip myself? I wasn't the one who didn't show up.
How much corn relish dip was there? I don't know. Maybe it's not the question I should be asking. It seems unfair. Seems unfair, Ben.
Yeah, it might have been for more than one. So if any of my other mates are thinking that they just have to not show up to an event hoping to get a mention on this podcast, you are a douchebag, and I'll only allow one stupid event and disallow future copycats. Yeah, that's an interesting one. He's a listener too, so there you go. Call out has been made.
There you go.
That's it, Richard. Listeners have been BCC'd on our week. In next week's episode, I'm going to teach you how to build an igloo.
An igloo. Awesome.
An igloo. See you next week. Bravo Charlie Club out.
And that's the pod.